Should you buy Medieval Dynasty in 2021? Let's find out. Hey folks, Nas here. In today's episode of Medieval Dynasty, we will discuss whether it is worth buying the game. After briefly describing the game, I will summarize my opinion and then talk about some of the artwork provided for the game and point out some key things you may not have noticed in them. Please keep in mind that Medieval Dynasty is still in early access and any or all of the items I discuss in this video could change with each and every update. So let's get into it. Medieval Dynasty is a unique mix of life simulation, survival, and strategy build-up game. Explore a huge and living open world, build up your village, and lead your folks through the Middle Ages. The town-building survival role-play game set in an open world in the medieval Europe, released to early access on September 17th of 2020. So, do I think you should buy Medieval Dynasty now in June of 2021? Well, at the time of this recording, I currently have 622 hours played in the game, and that number is growing each week. I am also still uploading content for this wonderfully awesome game. Ever since the game released to early access back in September of last year, the devs have constantly been feeding us update after update. Everyone knows that feeling you get when you see there has been an update for a game you love. Your inner Christmas child comes out and you're giddy with excitement. Also, the Medieval Dynasty community as a whole is a fun, thoughtful, and helpful group from the devs all the way to the players. So, do I think you should be buying the Medieval Dynasty game in 2021? My answer is hands down, yes. Yes, I think you should be buying the Medieval Dynasty game in 2021. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's go critique some of the artwork for the game. I want everyone to understand that the things mentioned in this video are just my observations and opinions and is not meant to disrespect anyone. I am very aware that the devs are putting in a ton of time and work to perfect this game. So just so we're clear, I'm not hating on anyone. The devs have my full respect. Okay, first up we have this winter wallpaper. There are a few things that stand out to me in this winter artwork. We can see our handsome Rasimir and who is probably his wife and heir behind him. However, the boy is picking up sticks in this picture, but you cannot currently assign children a work project until they are 18 years old. I do wish we could give children simple tasks like picking up sticks or picking berries. Then there is this building right in the middle of the picture, that windmill. We currently cannot build a windmill in the game. However, I believe the windmill could help in the production of flour. Now on to two other small items. The bird that is sitting in the tree and the castle up on the hill. Currently we do not have birds in the game, but it would be a really nice addition to the animal population. It could allow us the ability to craft bird traps and hunt them like we do all the other animals in the game. Now for that castle. We do have kings in the game, but we cannot visit them at the castle. You can't even see the castle in the distance while in the game. However, I do wish there was the ability to at least see the king traveling through the valley. Maybe when the herald quests are available, I think that would be a cool thing to have. Next, we have this spring wallpaper. Now, this spring artwork has a lot going on in it. I mean, we can see the axe in the log here in front, and Rasimir is holding his bow and arrow ready for the hunt. We can see the different animals like the cow, the pig, and the sheep. Then there is the deer in the tree. While you can hunt deer in the game, you can't hang them from the tree. If you look right next to the deer, there is a villager working with a pile of straw. Straw is in the game, but not piled like this. But I'm looking more at the pitchfork he is using. We do not currently have the pitchfork in the game. However, this is a tool that could be useful with the collection of manure from pigs. Now on to the villager on the ladder. I would love to see ladders get added to the game, but more importantly, it appears this villager may be climbing the ladder to repair something on this house. We have many workers in the game, from farm workers to miners to hunters, but we do not have a carpenter to go around and repair our buildings. Now focus your eyes on the lady to the left. She is standing in front of a well. How cool would it be to have a well to collect water from in your village? I really hope that this is in the plans to be added to the game. Currently, your villagers have no way to collect water for the different cooking recipes in the tavern, and having a well in the village would allow that. At the very least, the villager needs the ability to collect water from a nearby river or stream. Next up, we have this Wallpaper of Gustovia. For this piece of artwork, most everything appears as normal in Gustovia, like the villagers talking, or who appears to be maybe Unigos standing outside his house. Even the items on the table behind him are normal. However, there is a villager pushing the cart. Now we do have carts in the game, and some even provide loot each season. But what is unique, he is actually pushing the cart, and it looks to have the bags from the animal buildings in it. Now, even though we have carts in the game, no one can interact with them. You can't pick it up, you can't move it, and you can't attach your donkey and pull it. You also can't put anything in them like you can a chest. Next is the fellow behind the cart swinging the axe. If you watch the villagers in the game chop down a tree, they swing the axe from side to side as you would normally when chopping down a tree. So this guy is at the woodshed workstation, something you don't see in the game. Your villagers in the game will perform tasks at almost all workstations, but not at the woodshed. Well, not yet anyway. I'm hopeful this detail will be added in a future update. Now this last piece of artwork is from the March 11th update version 0.4.0.2. There were several things added to the game, and you can find that update in the community news page on Steam. But there are a few things that I have noticed in this picture. First being the candle on the edge of the table. We currently do not have any way to add indoor lighting to our buildings, even though we do have lighting in the mines now, which is awesome if you have gone mining recently. However, this candle is clearly made of wax, and with the addition of the apiary, hopefully this means we can look forward to seeing some type of indoor illumination in our buildings other than the tavern. Next, we see a ton of food and drinks on the table, which is not normally there when patrons are in the tavern, unless the player has placed them there previously. However, more importantly is the fact you can clearly see these two gentlemen using an animation like they are eating. Again, this is something the devs have not added to the game. It would be great, however, to see the villagers sitting down to a meal and actually eating and enjoying it. Well folks, there we go. Let me know in the comments what your opinion is of the game, and if you noticed any of the things I mentioned about these pieces of artwork before this video. If you liked what you saw today, please click that like button below the video and consider subscribing. If you scroll further down, you will find links to my Discord server, my Twitter and Facebook pages, and then if you're feeling generous, you could buy me a coffee. Thanks again for joining me today. We'll see you in the next one. Take care and happy hunting.